It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification. You'll have to be there on the final climb if we are to do well. It'll be difficult to keep up the pace of the best. I think that we'd better anticipate the attacks of the leaders and attack from far out. Good luck, guys!
Hello and welcome back to some more Tour de France 2020 and part 9 of our playthrough. Today we've got stage 9 of the Tour de France. It's going to be an interesting one in the mountains, a key one for the general classification. I'm really looking forward to it. I think we're going to take a big risk today, which I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, hopefully you guys are good and are enjoying the series so far. We had a couple of interesting stages where the yellow jersey is now turned over. We've got the rest day followed by a couple of flat stages coming up as well. So we can take a little bit more of a risk today, and that's why I'm going to try something I've been thinking about for the last couple of episodes. So the objectives for today: finishing the first 15 with Landa, first 20 with Puels. Anything else? Retain the lead, and be part of today's breakaway. Well, that's very interesting because that was going to be the plan. I'm going to be part of the breakaway with Landa today. Our general classification hope, it's going to be very risky, but I think the peloton is going to be massively spread out today. I don't think there'll be much of a peloton at all. I think this could be a huge opportunity if we can get Landa away, protected by Bilbao. That's exactly who I was going to go for in the breakaway early on. I just think that could be a really good strategy. I might go with Mohoric as well, try and get some of those mountain classification points. So we could have a 3-strong breakaway with our guys. So it's risky. It's massively risky. I know that it is, but hey, if Landa is struggling after the first couple of climbs, we can just stick him back into the peloton, and he won't lose too much because he's got the rest days to recover his energy. I just think if we can win this stage with Landa by a significant amount, because the breakaway wins, it could be absolutely crucial for the yellow jersey. So let's get into it with Landa then. Ready for the stage.
Hello and welcome to all. The riders will come up against two major difficulties on this stage: the Auxerre-Soudet sequence of Col and then the Col de Marie Blanc. High percentage ascents that will excite the pure.
So what I want is Bilbao to attack straight away. I want Mohoric to attack straight away as well.
But they won't guarantee victory.
And obviously Landa
the finishing line lies
is going to be
20
the man that
after
goes.
the last summit.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
So here we go. We're going with Landa.
Guys, today things should be decided on the Col de Marie Blanc. The first riders over the top should be the ones who fight it out for the victory, because afterwards the road is flat. A solo finish might even be possible. Good luck to you. Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
Right then. So Mohoric is away. Bilbao hasn't quite gone yet. But we'll try and sort that out in a second. I think. What do we want? We want Mohoric now to work with his opponents. We want Landa to catch up a little bit. It's very risky, you know, and they might ride on and try and cover us off, but I think it's worth the risk. Let's take a bit of red gel so we can just attack and get up to
The first climb
Mohoric.
of the day is classified as 4th category. There will be 1 point that goes towards the mountain standings.
Just can't seem to catch up to those two. But what we need is Bilbao to protect Landa when it comes to it. As I say, this could be a very risky strategy, but we'll give it a go. So there we are, kilometre from the top here. Gonna take a bit of red gel just so we can attack a little bit when we get up there. So there we go. Should have been ours, but it's not. Gilbert's took it, which is a bit of a shame.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
That's okay. We can see Landa 19 seconds behind this sort of breakaway, which is good. Hopefully they're going to recoup their energy. I think maybe get back on board with Landa and make sure he is. Whoop.
He obviously remains an extraordinary puncher, with numerous wins in the Amstel Gold Race, the Flèche Wallonne, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, and even the Tour of Lombardy. However, Philippe Gilbert is also a rider capable of winning in the Flanders Classics, as proved by his victories in the Tour of Flanders and Paris-Roubaix.
So there we go then.
Milan-San Remo, and he will have won the 5 monuments of cycling.
So we're currently a minute ahead of the peloton, which I think is very, very good.
There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind.
So we'd like to catch up to those two up ahead. I mean, what we could do is with Mohoric just get him to wait for the following group, and that'll almost force the hand of the other guy in the breakaway. I can't remember who it is now. Gilbert, I think it was, or Gilbert probably. But you know, I'm quite happy just sat in this little breakaway. I think it could prove dividends actually. You can see the peloton isn't too far behind, but having this minute lead going into the climbs could be crucial. Well, let's try and get some points with Landa here. Should be easy enough. There we go.
You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done.
Now, worryingly, the peloton has caught up now, so
You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
that's a bit of a shame. So I don't think it's necessarily worked our risky tactic, but and Mohoric has actually dropped down terribly, but I think it was worth the risk. You know, we might come back to regret it, but we'll just, I suppose, have to wait and see whether it does cost us. So I think Toynes to protect. We'll set up our little trio again, and hopefully that'll all help out when we come to the climb.
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good.
Okay, so 3 kilometers to go on this climb. You can see I've got most of our guys well placed. We've got Mohoric right at the top, trying to get some more points for the polka dot jersey. Schachman is leading the way by 1 minute and 37 at the moment. So it might be worth actually putting in a bit of pace with Landa in a second, because we've got the downhill region. So we just need to have a think about it really, because it is gonna flatten out in a little bit. Might as well stay with this guy. So Mohoric should end up with some points here, and some pretty decent ones at that. So there's the kilometre line. Just checking that our guys are well placed. Looks like it. Does look like it. So there's the finish line up there. You can see it. Okay. So we just need to try and time this right. Don't exert ourselves when we don't need to. Shackman has got the 20 points. So here we come. There's the finish line. And we're going to go for it. Valverde seems to have done it. That's fine. Now I'm going to go with Landa.
Acceleration in the peloton.
And I'm now actually going to go for it a little bit.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up.
Because I think this downhill section could be absolutely crucial to not only this stage, but also the general classification. If we can get a bit of a lead going, that would be seriously good. There's Mohoric. So I'll see you guys at the next climb.
And the lead riders are once again on their way up. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
2 kilometers away from the top here. We're putting in a bit of pace with Landa here. Gonna take a bit more feed.
A teammate is beginning to lose touch.
Mohoric is losing touch, but he's secured the polka dot jersey today, so I think that's okay. We just have to try and make sure that we're well placed for this downhill section coming up. We'll reduce our pace very slightly. We're actually going to take the lead here. So we're away from the peloton.
The yellow jersey is caught up with the head of the race.
So we're actually going to win this without much effort at all.
Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
And now we just need to gain ourselves some energy back.
Watch yourselves on the way down from the Col de Sudek, guys. It's going to be very fast and there's plenty of bends. There's no point taking risks so far from the finish.
Well, there's Shackman. He's looking pretty good. Looks like the yellow jersey guy has followed us. Roglic. So we're coming up to the nasty section. So let's get ourselves some energy back. And there's Bernal, of course, Shackman as well. So it's nervy, definitely nervy. Of the descent, and you can see we've got 4 of our guys at the front. Landa being protected by Toynes and Caruso. I think is Toynes. Yeah, he's protecting Landa. Hang on. So he's protecting Caruso. Caruso is protecting Toynes, and Toynes is protecting me. So should really,
I'm coming to protect you.
should really get behind Toynes, but it doesn't desperately matter. I think we might go with Shackman. Yeah. So they should hopefully come with me.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
Nearly hit the wall there.
The guys with you are upping the tempo. They're going to try to manage the time gap.
Yeah, they're just not letting us get away, which I guess is what you expect. So, just going to have to be careful now. We'll let Shackman go. I don't think we can keep up with his pace. So, let him go. We'll just try and manage the gap here.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay away.
So less than a kilometre to go here. 5 points available. No point going for it with Mohoric, in my opinion. Oh, he's blown up. I think that's Valverde. Malema is now the man leading the breakaway. He's going to get the 5 points. We're going to get 3. So there you go. Now then. Probably need to put in a little bit of pace here until we get to the descent. Keep ourselves in with the best chance here. So we've got a bit of a downhill section coming. So we want to try and get as much energy back as we possibly can. Okay, so we've got 3.5 kilometres to go up to the time bonus section. Just gonna increase the pace a little bit. Surely they're going too early. They've got to be in a similar position to us in terms of energy. So Colbrelli has come up. He seems to be a decent climber, to be honest with you. Obviously Cavendish nowhere near the front. But there's a group with Fuglsang that have gone, and I don't think we're going to be able to catch up to them anytime soon. I think we just need to try and hold our own. We're reasonably well placed for the downhill descent. I don't think we're going to get the 8-second time bonus.
The end of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
We could do with it, but I just don't think it's going to be possible. It's a horrible climb. It's just steep all the way.
The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds.
And you can see even the favourites group is ahead of us. We're a minute 11 off. This isn't good. We need them to blow up, because I don't think we can catch. There's the 1 kilometre line. Just got to hope they drop off, but if the evidence of the last few stages is anything to go by, I don't think that's going to happen. Although, having said that, there's Roglic.
Teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings.
Bernal is the man that's going to the top. There is Roglic. And then where are we going to place here? Need to just be very careful not to blow up here. Blowing up would be disastrous. Need to get a bit of blue energy back somehow. No, that's not a good idea. But stay as close to Roglic as possible. It's going to be Fuglsang that wins it. He gets the 8 seconds knocked off. We're a minute 41 off here.
The lead rider is 1 minute 30 on the favourites.
This isn't good. Fuglsang.
This is 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
Fuglsang is gonna do this. You think? He's gonna take the yellow jersey. We're at least gonna get a point, are we? Maybe. I'm not sure. Well, here we go with the aerodynamics again, trying to get that Blue energy back.
Whether on
So 4 kilometers to go here. Fuglsang is going to win it. You would think. I think we just need to stick to the wheels of Roglic now and try and save as many of our seconds as possible. Fuglsang may well drop off. Bernal is chasing him. We're in that third group. If we finish third, we will get a time bonus. So I think what we need to do is actually tell Landa to take his red gel. So quickly do that. He doesn't seem to want to do it. So we'll have to go to Puels and go back to him. So here we go. Hopefully you can do it now. So what we got left? We got a kilometre left. Final kilometre. I think we got to go for it. Come on, Landa! Come on! Come on! Well, finish 8th. Just ahead of Roglic. But I think that's probably about as well as we could have done there. Who else is close to the finish line? We've got Puels and Toynes. I think Puels can possibly... Whoops. We'll tell him to attack. Why not?
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
So, try and get Puels a decent finish here. Thinking of the team classification now. There you go, he's over the line, and so is Toynes. And now it's over to Caruso and Mohoric. And then I think we'll just finish the stage after that. So Colbrelli, he can attack as well. Everyone's attacking.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
So there goes Caruso. We got Mohoric just in front. And I think it was Colbrelli that just finished in front of those two. So there you go, Cavendish obviously a long way back. Mountains do not suit Cavendish, but you know, we took a few risks today, and you can say they didn't really pay off, but they didn't cost us too much in the end. I think it's going to be incredibly close between the top 3, and I think we're going to be very much in that top 3. So let's have a little look at who takes the yellow jersey.
Stage is his. He was the strongest. Here is the winner of the full Laruns stage, Jakob Fuglsang. He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey and a kiss from the hostess.
So it's going to be Fuglsang that does take the yellow jersey. Cavendish obviously still green, Mohoric still polka dot, and Bernal still white. Let's have a little look at what the team director thinks of that. He's probably going to be disappointed, let's be honest, but...
Well done, lads.
No, he's
You rode
happy.
a very good stage. Finishing in the top 10, even though the stage didn't suit us, is very satisfying. We retain the green jersey. Well done, guys.
So there you go, we were 46 seconds off Fuglsang, but now only 16 seconds off. Let's see what effect that has in just a second. But everybody, you know, that was, other than Bilbao, who I think could have done a bit better, everybody who was a main contender today finished in the top 25. So I think we've got to be really, really pleased with that. But let's continue on. So Fuglsang leading the way. We are 4th at the moment. 1 minute 17 off the yellow jersey. I think we're still very much in with a chance. It's going to be tough, don't get me wrong. Bernal and Roglic much closer to Fuglsang than we are, but you know, all it takes is one stage, and we are shown time and time again we will be there. If there is a mistake from the guys above, we're going to be there to pounce. Mahoric is now 20 points ahead of Bernal in the climber standings, which is awesome. Cavendish still has a hefty lead in the green jersey, and that's all looking good. We are still ahead of Ineos in the team classification, which is really nice to see. I would like to actually see how Team Ineos are doing. How's the likes of Chris Froome doing? Because we can see Geraint Thomas is in the top 10. Surely Froome must be... no, he's 32nd at the moment. He's not actually doing that well. Certainly not as well as you would have thought. But there you go. That is that. We've got a rest day coming up, which is going to be crucial for our conditions. You can see our condition pretty much back to normal now, which is awesome. We've got the rest day and then 2 flat stages. So we could go for a bit of an attack on the flat stage. It's not going to cost us too much, and see if we can reduce that time deficit down a little bit. And obviously we want to get Cavendish some more points in the green jersey. But if you've enjoyed that, make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below. It really does help out. It means a lot to me as well. Subscribe to the channel for daily. What am I trying to say? Daily Tour de France videos during the Tour de France. I forgot my outro there. But hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.